housekeeping. Should go much quicker than last time. Yes, there we go. I see you there, get to zero. Give me a second. I forgot to pull up the chat again. Goodness. Kensei says, I'm here, but I'm very lurk. Been sick and may as well pass out. Ooh. Well, that's not good. I think you would like this game. And it turns out this game is kind of difficult to stream because part of the game is a memory game. So if I turn my attention towards chat, then sometimes I lose the game. So yeah, last week I started streaming again. I don't think I had any chatters for like the first 2 hours, and I was totally fine with it because this game just demands so much attention. So I am excited to keep streaming it again tonight. So definitely welcome to all the lurkers. I think that's all the housekeeping stuff. I better double check. It's like a record. This. Did we do everything on our list? Update Twitch, update YouTube. Huh. Alrighty then. Let's take this down. Oh yeah, so let me go over what I wrote in Discord last time.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And Warrior for Life is here. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So we're in the middle of a game called Card Shark. Let me pull up the title. And I'll move into the frame here in a second. Alright, so here's the summary from last time. Card Shark. This is a fun game about cheating at cards. In some ways, it's pure gameplay. First, a cheating method is taught to the player and practiced with no stakes as much as needed. Then, it's played out again, but with stakes and a time limit. The cheating methods are all implemented via quick time, memory, and rhythm mechanics. And this is just enough and is engrossing me in the game so far. Oh, I could have worded that better. This is good because so far the plot is there sometimes, but it hasn't really started yet. Just the don't trust anyone and everyone has a part to play in this deceit. We are currently chasing the story of the 12 bottles of milk, but we haven't gotten far enough for it to get good yet. The player character is a mute and keeps a journal, so I can review that at the start of the next stream. I did another search on how long to beat, and it says the game takes 8 to 9 hours, so it'll likely be 3 streams to go through the entire game. So we are going to start stream number 2. Sorry, I have my monitor way over there. Alright, so I'm up here. Alright, so let's go over the journal. Oh, I've been very busy. Warrior for Life says, how you been lately? Yeah, just busy. We have 5 kids, and all started with school, and all the kids sign up for something, so it just becomes very full. But I'm able to carve out some time to stream, which is good, because this is the only time I get to play video games. So I appreciate it very much. Warrior Life says, I understand all that. Well, wait, 5? It seems like yesterday you only had 4. Yeah, we had another one sneak in there. So I now have 4 girls and 1 boy. Alright, so we started with Mrs. P, which is, so we're a mute that was working in a tavern, and Mrs. P was our boss. And she ends up getting shot in the prologue. So we leave, and we end up coming across a troop of gypsies. And the killer is Colonel Gabriel. Colonel Gabriel, he killed Mrs. P. And we encounter this guy, the Comte de Saint-Germain. And there's a lot of French words, so I pronounce all of those wrong. The Comte says Gabriel will blame me for his crime. And we're also hiding from someone named McGregor. And from there, we proceed to start just cheating people at cards. So we cheated a gentleman, and then we cheated a baroness. And so our character practices our writing. So that's why it says, Toulouse is loud and smells bad, and it crosses it out a couple times. And then, yeah, we end up going to see Henry d'Armitz and his niece Deborah, who was a witness of the 12 bottles of milk incident. So supposedly it's a royal scandal, but the game hasn't introduced us to enough of the royalty to get me invested in the story. So right before the stream ended, we went to the baths, and we were trying to cheat this guy named Charles Legain. And Colonel Gabriel shows up, and he's about to frame us for the murder. And I actually ended up failing the QuickTime event. And so we end up framing him. I ended up flicking an ace onto the seat of his chair after he stood up. And then we accused him of cheating. And so Warrior for Life says, has it really been that long since I last chatted? Well, I've been gone for a while. So I don't think it's like just the passage of time. It's my availability was out for a lot of this. And Napsy's here. Napsy says, I want milk. Okay. Alright, so we did the baths, and it didn't go very well. And I'm curious to see how much my skills have atrophied over a week. Alright, so we can't go there, and we can't go there. And the barn is a bonus level. So I guess we'll go to the ship. Warrior for Life's Truce, and I've been slammed with esports and applying for grad schools. Yes. Applying for grad schools, that's a good thing to be busy with. Alright, here we go. Corsica. A pitiful place. No majesty to be had at all. Only mountains, hills, and goats. Nevertheless, it is where we're bound if we're to find Theodore. To cross the Ajaccio, we will need a special kind of vessel. The discreet kind, if you catch my meaning. I know just the Captain Defarius there, and he happens to be a gambler, too. You must have met a few sailors in Pau. How were they? Indeed, we mustn't trifle with them. We need a simpler way to peek at the cards. You'll start with a new technique called the Shiner's Glimpse. Simply use a reflective surface to peek at the underside of our opponent's cards as you deal. You can communicate your findings with me with our old pinch and drop signal. No need to dwell on that technique, you're already familiar with it. It's a straightforward strategy, so let me see if you can complete it without my intervention. Go on, lad. Okay. So yeah, we have Ace of Hearts. Three of Spades. Oh, I see. 10 of Diamonds. 10 of Hearts. Queen of Spades. 3 of Clubs. 7 of Clubs. King of Spades. 6 of Spades. Ace of Hearts. Jack of Diamonds. 4 of Clubs. Ace of Spades. 9 of Diamonds. 4 of Diamonds. Ace of Spades. No, that's not quite right. Alright, well, who was that? Was I supposed to communicate the opponent's card? I communicated the Comte's card. I want to be signaled to his best card. Remember, that's the highest value in suit to win with. Okay. Okay, so I need his highest value. So, alright. So, the rest of the dealing doesn't matter. King of Diamonds. That's not higher than the King of Diamonds. Ace of Hearts. Okay. Ace of Hearts is his highest card. Okay, so Hearts, Ace. All right. The Shiner. Interesting. Would you like to practice again? No, we'll rest. You'd better be ready. Nerves and seasickness are not good bedfellows. Later that day. Okay. So the thing that keeps throwing me off is I'll do something in practice, and then when we go into the real thing, they'll change it up just enough. So, like in practice, I revealed the Comte's card when I should be revealing his opponent. Excuse me. What? How much? Are you out of your mind? 450. To go to Corsica? As merchandise of doubtful origin, that's the price you have to pay to be carried by me, monsieur. My friends and I value discretion at its just price. Maybe you should too, Captain. Or would you prefer me to call you by your real name, Revenu de Lucin? I wonder what the good folks of Marseille would say if they knew that a pirate parades around the port as a merchant. I see you gentlemen are sensible. Let's act like sensible men. Should we play cards for your cruise to Corsica? If you're really lucky tonight, you may travel for free. Please have a seat at the captain's table. Alright, here we go. Okay. So, that gauge at the bottom is how suspicious our opponent is. If it gets all the way to the end, then we lose. So the object is to get all 90 out of this guy. Or at least make it so that he doesn't have enough money to place the bet. So we'll start with 10. Okay. So now we deal. Alright, 9 of clubs. 8 of diamonds. And you'll see he gets more suspicious when it's over the reflective part. 5 of clubs. King of diamonds. Okay, there we go. King of diamonds. King of diamonds. King of hearts. Alright, how do we do a king? King. There we go. Now, all we get graded on is how well we cheat. If we successfully cheat, then we win. Et bien, Captain? Is that how you boarded English ships in the Caribbean? By offering them aces? Back in the day, I would have cut your tongue for these words. Don't tempt me. Aha, now it's moving. What is this? King of Hearts? King of Hearts. King of Hearts. That's really... Okay, King of Hearts. Okay, there we go. There we go. What bad luck you have tonight, Captain. I assure you, it's only temporary. Will you deal already? I have a game to win. Alright, so this should be the last round. Oh, jeez. Queen of Hearts. Oh, goodness. Hello. Jeez. King of Diamonds. Okay, so we need to signal King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds. All right, there we go. You are devils. I give up. In exchange for your discretion. Thank you, Captain. Our lips are sealed. We will choose our cabins now. And that's how the game works. Theodore will be a difficult fish to catch. He's a fake count, but a real bandit. Of course I can wait. Tell me, how do you picture a bandit? Sly and dangerous. Exactly. He will expect to be cheated. We need a simple approach. Dumb but effective. It's time I showed you the crooked card technique. You will simply bend a few cards so I can cut to them, giving the best cards to me and the worst to our opponent. When it's your turn to play, you need to mark your cards by discreetly bending them against the table. Depending on which direction you'll bend them, you'll mark them either as high value cards or low value cards. Why do you ask? You impatient boy. This will help you create a stack that will both benefit me and ruin my opponent. Why don't you have a go marking a high card for me to use later? Okay, so high value. Alright, so we'll pick a 2. We'll bend it the other way. That covers the first step. Let's move on. Excellent. Here's where that business of bending those cards comes into use. You see, bent cards will act as markers during the next stage. By making a high card puff out its chest, it'll create a gap beneath itself in the deck. This should make it easy to identify the high card when I'm cutting. The tricky part is stealing it. Timing is everything here, lad. If you bungle this, your earlier work will have been in vain. Have another go. Remember, the steal is all about timing. Well done, lad. You're getting more dexterous by the day. And let's not forget about that low card we prepared. As we're such noble and honest players, we'll offer the deck to the opponent to cut. Oh, ye of little faith, relax. I suppose you think it's unlucky, but a mere bent card will influence where our opponent cuts. Well, let me show you a blank cut. Look closely, lad. By making a low card hunch over, it'll create a gap above itself. Watch how my fingers can't help but make the cut here. In conclusion, never underestimate the susceptibility of a naive opponent. Then add the high card to the top, right on top of the low card, and then offset your stack while shuffling. As usual, make sure the high card ends up with me and the low card to my opponent. However, you're already familiar with the single card shuffle. Let's go from the top and show me what you've learned as a sequence. Okay, it's been a week since I've done the single card shuffle. Okay, so we start with a high card. And a high card bends backwards. And then we pick a low card. And we bend it forwards, like it's kneeling. Okay. And we take the card off the top. Alright, now that it's my turn to shuffle, I want to do Let's see. Shuffle once, then offset the kept card. Drop several, drop one, and jog. Alright, so I want to drop 1, 2, and jog. Down, down, down. Okay. So 1, 2. So when I deal, it'll go. Okay. All right. I think I'm getting it. All right. So first we take a high card. Go backwards. Then we take a low card. And bend it forwards. Ah. Oh, true. Let's see. Okay. This is tricky. And we take the 2. Oh, I thought it was gonna prompt with X. What the heck? Alright, I really gotta know the buttons on my controller. Alright, so we take a high card. We'll bend it this way. Then we take a low card. And we bend it the other way. Oh, come on. I can't even get to the part where... Okay. Okay. All right. This is going to be tricky. can't ever get that quick time event. Okay, so I would want to do this, and jog, down, 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 down. Okay, I think I've got it. I just need to steal the card correctly. ABXY. Alright, I have both cards. Alright. Nope, I need you to explain the single card shuffle again. I'm missing that. No, this is what got me stumped last time, too. Okay. So if I do one up and put the ace, that gives it to me. So if I do it again, that'll give the ace to my comte. But how do I get the 5 into the other guy's hand? I would almost need the 5 to be first. So I'll put an in jog here and then shuffle down. No, I understand this part. I know this part. No, this is the part I need you to explain. Then add the high card to the top, right on top of the low card. And then offset your stack while shuffling. No, that's the part I need you to explain. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So I don't want to switch. Go down and up, over. Oh, that's what I needed to do. Not up, up. Down, up. We'll just rest. Oh, look, we're here. Let's root out this Theodore. Later that day. And Soapy Smith. Who goes there? What's your business, lads? We're here to meet Theodore. The king? Follow me. A count yesterday and a king today. Theodore is springing up the social ladder. Why are you here? Did I omit to pay you some money? Are you thieves or cheats? Neither, your majesty. We are friends of Henry de Armins. Henry's friends are my friends. How is he? Still decrepit? Incurably so. He told you the secret, didn't he? That's why you're here. Your majesty is perspicacious. Yes, we know about the 12 bottles of milk. But it is not enough of it, I'm afraid. You want me to tell you what I saw that night, is that it? No chance of that. Daddy, just say the word and I shall strike. It's your majesty. Sure, Dad. Shall we play your secret at cards instead? A thrilling proposal. Alright, so we start with a high card. Then a low card. Good, no suspicion. We play around. Then we cut the deck. Now we need to go up. No, not up. Oh, shoot. Oh, darn. Ah. Hey, Pokeel. I keep messing up. Stacking the deck. Okay, he's gonna be at the end. Oh, yeah. So we might lose this part, and then I'll just have to go back and practice it again. I really... forgot a lot between sessions. Alright, I got the high card. Let me play a hand. Goodness. Okay, and this gives me the low card. Alright, so I need to go down, up, up, and jog, down, down, down. Alright, I got it right that time. Huzzah! My lips remain sealed. Another round. Okay. And then I'll pick a low card. Bend it the other way. Dang it. Well, that screws up the whole thing. Okay, and then it would be... well, it doesn't matter. How much is this secret worth to you? It's costing you a lot so far. Alright, last chance. Alright, we got it this time. Okay. Alright, so we need to go... up. Nope. Nope, I lost it. We lose. Ah, it seems you are not learning my secrets today. You're welcome. Alright, where do I go to practice? I gotta practice. Alright. Come on, game. How do I practice? Are you ready to leave? No. I guess the practice was supposed to be on the way there, but I want him to explain it. Oh, well, this is going to be not very fun as I... Nah, this part I got. Mark a high card. Mark a low card. Okay, steal the card. Alright, this is the part I need to wrap my head around. So if I move one card to the top of the deck, that will go to the first player. And if I move the whole stack, that will put the high card to the last player. So I want to go down, then okay, so if I move the whole stack down, then I want to offset it by 2. Then I put an in jog. And go down, down, down. I can't wrap my head around it even when I get it right. Practice. Well, it's more interesting because when we did it last week, I was just blazing through. But he explained how to stack the deck when you shuffle, that single card shuffle technique, and I have forgotten it, and he does not re-explain it. Okay. So I want the ace to go to the compte. So I want that to be on top. Yeah, so I want the first card dealt to be the ace and the second card dealt to be the 8. So I should press... So if I press up, I move one card. But I can't press up again, because that'll move the ace over. Well, where did the ace go? Nah, nuts. Oh, if I move the whole stack down, then put a single card on top of it. So I had the ace on top. And if I move the whole stack down, they wouldn't, would they? You've made a mistake. Yeah, well, usually I would just hit explain and he would explain it to me again. But he doesn't explain that part. So I just have to figure it out.
Do it. Maximize.
Hey, Pixel Knight. I might have to go back and watch the stream from last week to understand how the deck stacking works. Alright, so we've done the setup correct. So I want the king to be dealt third and the 4 to be dealt first. So I want to put 2 cards on top of the king. So if I press down, that'll move them to the bottom. And then press up, up. Alright. And once you get it right, then you press right to do an in jog. And then you shuffle the deck. And the in jog lets you put your stack back on the top. Pixel Knight says, so Mega Man and Proto Man are in the new Sonic Racing game. Really? Oh. We finally got to release an actual footage of that Wolverine video game. Oh, interesting. Those two were like the only things in the state of play I was interested in. Okay, okay. No, I gotta practice again. I keep screwing it up. Alright, mark the high card. Mark the low card. Alright, steal the high card. Play a hand of cards. Stack the deck with the low card. And re-add the high card. So now I have a high card and a low card. Alright, so I want the king dealt first and the 3 dealt second. King dealt first. Okay, so it is in the order that I want. So I need to move the whole stack down in jog and then finish shuffling. Alright, let's try it. Pixel Knight says release window for Wolverine. They said fall 2026. It looks pretty good and very bloody, which is what I was expecting. Oh, yeah. That sounds about right to me. In the 90s, Wolverine was known for just being like a tough guy, and he said things like bub. But as they've made movies and stuff, and Hugh Jackman plays Wolverine, it's more about the shredding of flesh with those claws. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all that it would be very bloody. Okay, I'm gonna try it. And I go where I want to go. And then proceeding to not do that. Yes. And keep in mind, it was only in my periphery. Zero will know much more. You're magnificent. It's them again. The moot boy and the old monkey. You scum. You bow in the presence of the king. Quiet, son. Sit down. Please, my friends. Come and play. You seem eager to throw your money at me again. Today, I think I will just throw aces at you. Okay. We'll walk up. We won't look suspicious. Okay. Bet. First, we find a high card. Then we mark the high card. Then we find a low card. And we mark the low card. Then we do the quick time event. We got it. Now we watch the cutscene. Alright, I'm going to have the high card on the top and the low card next to it. Okay, so I want it switched. 1, 2. No, I did it wrong. All right. Boink, bink. High card, mark the high card, and we find a low card, we mark the low card. Alright, we steal the card. Alright, are they going to be sitting in the same spot? Because if they are, my mistake was switching the order of the cards. I want the whole stack to go down. And I want an in jog. Down, down. Huzzah! Another round. Betting the cards are hurting me. Okay. So first, we mark the high card. Yeah, don't worry, Zero. They're just playing cards. We mark the low card. Then we do the quick time event. Got it. Alright, and they should be sitting in the same spot, so it should be the same sequence. So it's gonna be down. Wait, they moved. Yeah, down, in jog, down, 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 down. We're not cheating, we're not cheating, we're not cheating. I'm shuffling, I'm shuffling, I'm shuffling. You won, I'm out of the game. We're listening. I don't have to tell you anything. You gave your word. And then what? I have no honor, didn't you know? What a king you make. king of goats, donkeys, and juniper. I wonder which one enjoys your regal caress at night. You're insulting me. You will die for these words. Kill them, Daddy. Oh! Your Majesty. Now wait, I'm unarmed. There's a sword behind you. Get it. I don't fight with swords. Oh, I do. Move. Aha, we get a sword. Now Zero has to play the game. Why would you die for this wretched man, young fellow? Anyway, it's your choice. On guard. I'm not pushing any buttons. Am I supposed to be? Stop. Can't you see the foolish boy has learned his lesson? A real nobleman would lower his sword and let the hot-headed child off with a warning. Ah, the folly of youth. As luck would have it, I am feeling magnanimous. Now leave. Okay. Oh, funny enough, I've been going over an Amalgam comic week for trivia. It was meant to be last week for the new Batman and Deadpool crossover. I already had planned out to do Dark Claw on Wednesday since that was the day of the week the comic came out, so it worked out to line up with the Wolverine game trailer. But what if it's a foil 2 of clubs? Wow, dude, wuss, not fighting with swords. I don't know who is who. So, yeah, the regal guy in the red is the guy we're trying to get information out of. I'm the red head in the orange coat, and the guy with the pink and ruffles is my partner in crime. Alright, I've got to work on stacking the deck better. Alright, Artist's Workshop. You can put your book away, lad. That's enough spelling practice for one journey. Time for a different sort of education. Do you have strong opinions on Versailles? Good, because I have plenty of thoughts on the place. Versailles is a machine that lures the best minds of our generation, before breaking them and spitting them out. Remember how the old musketeer mentioned a woman named Sophie d'Aubigny? She was one of its victims. Sophie was the model and muse of Clement Bell, a painter à la mode. It wasn't to last. Bell's career ended the moment Sophie attracted the attention of Louis XV. We're going to visit Bell's workshop in Lyon. He could probably tell us more about Sophie's fate. How should we proceed? Carefully. Maitre Bell is an artist. I don't expect him to be experienced at cards. We will deflect his scrutiny by multiplying our manipulations. You will stack cards as you gather them, and we will keep that stack through a shuffle and cut. Seated at the table, you will begin using Full Harvest to create me a favorable stack. Do you need a refresher, or shall we move on? See, that would have been great for the last one. I know Full Harvest. That one was a brain bender, but still pretty cool. Very well. For the next part of our strategy, I'll need you to shuffle without disturbing a stack. Please teach me how to do this again. Oh, the false riffle shuffle. Seeing as I taught you that so recently, I'll let you decide if we should go over it again. Yeah, you better remind me. Very well, it is a fiddly technique, which I did get wrong earlier. Begin by cutting the deck into 2 piles. Ideally, we have to split the deck to shuffle through. Notice how the stack is still at the top of the new pile of cards. Now shuffle the rest of the deck into the new pile, keeping the stack. What button? Oh, okay, so it's up with the left stick. Yeah, we need to make it look more convincing. Cut the deck into 2 piles. There we go. Because, yeah, if you screw that up, then they get suspicious real fast. Dark Claws, Batman and Wolverine fusion. The first day was Spider-Boy, Spider-Man plus Superboy, and Super Soldier, Superman plus Captain. Tomorrow is Iron Lantern. That's nuts. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the false cut. Now for a new technique. Allow me to teach you the false cut. With the deck flat on the table, slide some of the cards out from the bottom. Make a real show of lifting these cards up high before placing them back on the table. Then take the rest of the cards and put them back on top. The lift will make it look as if the cards were taken from the top of the deck. I know what that face means. Not even a baby ought to be fooled by this. And yet, see for yourself. Am I supposed to make that pattern? That's how it's done. It's an effective technique, but if you use it every time you cut the deck, it'll look suspicious. You should have put that bright young mind to use and create a few false cut variations of your own. You're more than capable of this, just follow your instincts. Let's put it all together and see how you fare. Okay. So this is the full harvest. So I want to get high cards in the middle. So if I go to a stack, like this one up here, and I gather the cards, gathering the queen second, and then now I need this card, this going this way, and that will complete my stack, and then I can just pick up the rest of the cards. The full harvest does take a little... Oh, nope. I shuffled it too good. I lost it. Now let's do it one more time. Okay. So I need to pick up this stack going this direction to get the ace in the second spot. Now I want this stack going this direction to get the ace. And now I need this stack going this direction to get the king. Now I'll gather up the rest of the cards. Now I'll break this apart. And I will proceed to riffle shuffle. Probably wasn't as convincing, but we'll see. Okay. The constant gatherer. Okay, so here in chapter 2, it looks like we are taking the techniques that we learned in the first chapter and not just combining them, but combining them with new ones. Alright. Are you excited to meet Clement and see his studio? Yes. Yes, I've seen your sketches. You have some talent. However, we must focus on the matter at hand, Sophie's whereabouts. We haven't time for a lesson on color theory, so let me do the talking. Narrow gaze because we are a mute. You know what I mean. Okay. Lyon, France, later that day. I hope we won't have to wait for Maître Belle too long. Look at this, our painter didn't stay idle. Interesting. Also, I finally rebought the Mega Man Battle Network collection since I lost my physical copy. Ah. Oh, I need to get back. But I am excited. I am nearly done with my side project that I've been working on. Done enough that I decided to come back to streaming, but I am currently recataloging my games And I'll admit there are some games where I'm like, I think I bought this too many times and I forgot that I had that game and all that stuff. But so I have all the Mega Man Battle Network games on the Wii U, on the Virtual Console, and through the collection. That woman reminds me of Deborah. Deborah Churchill. Yes, that's her, no doubt. I recognize the pout. The niece of Henry de Armins. That's too much of a coincidence. This painting looks familiar. I think it's The Supper at Emmaus by Vermeer. It must be a copy. The technique is French, the subject is Dutch, and the taste, let's say the taste is American. See how that player is hiding cards in his belt? That's what I call a very poor cheat. These artists don't understand our craft at all. These people seem to have a good time. I think it's modern art. What do we have here? Looks like card players. Are they cheating? A paintbrush? This gives me an idea. What are you waiting for? Quick, take it. Good man. What do we have here? I said to Mr. Quentin I would settle my playdebt next week. He didn't need to send his thugs. I've just sold a few paintings, but he's not the first one of my debtors. You're mistaken, Mr. Quentin sent us to give you another chance to win back your debt. But, who knows? Mr. Quentin could owe you money at the end of this game. That is a tempting possibility. Let's play and make it a reality. We are cruel. How much would you like to bet? Okay. Alright, so we have our stack. Split. Okay, we were able to do the riffle shuffle convincingly. And we're able to do the false cut. Okay, so that should win us the hand. Round 1. You have no luck, but you certainly have a lot of talent, Mr. Bell. You're too kind. I particularly like this painting. Is that Sophie d'Aubigny, your famous muse? Almost, it's her sister, Deborah. Her sister? I had no idea. Not many people know their story, but let's carry on our game. Okay. This stack going this way. And then this stack going this way. No, this stack going this way. Okay. That sets up the stack correctly. Now for the riffle shuffle. Alright, convincing enough. What? That was unexpected. I've won again. You feigned surprise rather well. I've heard Sophie left the court. Where did she go? I don't know. No one knows, actually. Okay. This one going this way. This one going this way. And this one going this way. Excellent. Cut and shuffle. Okay. Alright, it worked. We win. Thank you, Maître Bell. It was a very pleasant game. You seem interested in Sophie. Yes? 20 years later, and I still remember her smile and her gentle touch. And the king came and took her away. How so? I thought her affair with the king was just a passing fling. Oh, I could hang for telling you this, but Sophie was secretly married to Louis. And then she disappeared. Oh, please, you need to leave now. Alright. So we learned something, but again, the plot hasn't explained itself in a way that Alright, so we can't go back here. Let's go back to the bats. So we screwed up the bats last time. Pixel Knight says you don't need to have played all the Battle Network games to play Star Force. So, oh yes, from what I understand, there's a giant time gap, like playing X in the original series. Okay, let's go back to the bats. Let's try not to screw it up this time. I think it was the riffle shuffle that I screwed up. I can see you're wondering why we're heading back to Alembar's. I caught the wind that the great Caligros is holding a mediumistic seance there. Spiritualists attract stooges like flies to honey. We'd be foolish to pass up this opportunity. Kensei said, I heard something about X. Yes, I still need to play it. We have a meeting with a baron who's attending the event. Hopefully Colonel Gabriel is otherwise engaged. Now we should take advantage of the setting for our trick. Seances are... how to say this? Exactly. A series of tricks to put the audience in a mood. A dark room. I know, we'll use the darkness to our advantage. We'll mark the back of the cards with this brush I pinched from Maître Bell's workshop. A light mark that no one will see except us, because we will know where to look. I need you to build up a knowledge of the high cards in my opponent's hand whilst you force low cards upon them. This will lead to such a conclusive victory that our mark will swear a specter is influencing the game. First up, a new technique, the painter. When the game begins, I'll slip a deck in your pocket and find a way to excuse you from the table. It's a seance, so I hope there will be incense and other fumes. It will make you queasy. Once you're alone, you'll begin getting creative. Using the paintbrush, mark a handful of high cards from the pack. You can ignore the suits, but make sure you find a way to differentiate between the values Jack, Queen, King, and Ace. That's up to you. You'll be the one decrypting it later. I can propose a system if you'd like. Yes. Ace is the strongest value, so I'll give it the top slot. Then mark the rest of the high cards in descending value as I move clockwise. This system has always worked for me. Do what you will with it. Are you ready to have a go painting some cards? Mark 6 high-value cards for yourself. Okay. Jack. Ace, King, Queen, Jack. Ace. King. Jack. Oh, Jack is over here. Ace. King. I hope they give me enough time. Are you ready to move on? Yes. We mark some high cards. You return to the table and revisit our old friend Sticky Hand. Dang it, died. Have to start a bit over. Only this time you'll be finding a card for our opponents, so pick a nice low one. Nicely done. This low card will now go on top of your deck. Our cards are prepared, it's time to deal them out. Starting with that low top card you just palmed. Go ahead and deal to your target. He's the one who sat to your left. Find a nice rhythm as you deal, otherwise you'll look suspicious. I'm not pressing anything. Wait. I don't understand what the game wants me to do. You do need to play it. Yes, this is true. It is still on the list. Been playing lots of Silksong though, and man, I have fallen in love with Metroidvanias. Ooh. They have to be particular for me. I don't like looking for things, but I do like finding things. So if I spend the whole time just looking for stuff, then I don't like it. But if I find stuff, then it's more interesting. Deal cards at a constant rhythm. Make sure to look for cards you marked. Well, how am I supposed to do that? Oh, the cards are in the corner. Alright, now what? I'm so confused. What does the game want me to do now? Did I screw up the dealing? Okay, yeah. I've lost control of the game. What does the game want me to do now? Rip. Is this a bug? Because it just dealt all the cards for me. Yeah, something must have gone wrong. Right, close the game and reopen it. Just start the software. I'll update the system after. Goodness. It should autosave, right? It's gonna be a real bummer if it didn't. Although maybe not. I did so poorly at the first trick. Card shark. Play. Okay, good. So this game, and I like this about the game. The game there's no option to save. It automatically saves as you play. So if you screw up, then that's just included in your game. So okay. Okay. 6 high value cards. Okay, so we have an ace. You know what? We'll just look for ace, and there's another ace. Aces and queens. Queen. Queen. Ace. Ace. Are you ready to move on? Yes. The classic FE autosave. I'm guessing Fire Emblem. Having marked some high cards, you'll return to the table and revisit our old friend's sticky hand. But this time you'll be finding a card for our opponent. A slow one. Okay. Now we deal them out. Okay, I see it. So there in the bottom left, we can see the cards. Okay. Oh, but what's this? It's one of the high cards you... When the game shuffled the deck, did it not put any of my 6 marked cards on the top 20? And that was the bug? Interesting. As it dealt automatically. It's one of the high cards you marked, and you're about to deal it to your target. Thanks to your painting system, you should know its exact value. Yes, it's a queen. Keep an eye out for any other high value cards dealt to your opponent. You'll be signaling the highest one to me afterwards. Have a go now. Queen. Ace. Yes. Oh. And it's for either opponent. Yeah, man. Fire Emblem used autosave after every move. That's true. That's true. Okay. Okay. Alright, first I get up and excuse myself. And then I go back and mark. You know what? We're just gonna mark the aces. Aces and queens. Yep, I think the game's only gonna have me mark 6. It dealt automatically again. It didn't give me a chance to deal. Alright. We got it, though. Alright. Yeah. I can tell you're starting to like the finer things in life, too. Don't act coy. You're a dandy in training. Later that day. Well, son, how does it look? Glad to know. I would hate to encounter our good friend the Colonel again. We almost got caught last time. But what happened here? Where is everyone? Oh my goodness. Mes amis, wait! Don't run! That was a disaster, France, an utter calamity. What did you expect? You asked me to hypnotize the Baron. That is what I did. I only needed him to enter a quiet trance and tell us about his departed wife. I didn't need him to impersonate Beelzebub and attempt to eat the hearts of my audience. It's not my fault if my art stirs the most powerful feelings known to man. Oh, for heaven's sake, spare me the rhetoric. Yeah, such a French accent. Sir, pardon my intrusion. Are you the great Cagliostro? Yes, I've already given many disclaimers that accents will be light and poor. Because the whole game takes place in France, but I am not prepared to narrate the entire game in French. And I also mispronounce all the words. Are you the great Cagliostro? I am indeed. Are you here for the seance? I'm afraid it's over now. All of my guests are gone. That is too bad. I arranged a game of cards with one of your guests, the Baron. I'm afraid the Baron is indisposed at the moment. Indigestion, most probably. Would you want to play this game with us instead? I'm not sure. A game of cards is a providential means to read the destinies of men. That's it. We shall play now. It's French. It's designed to be mispronounced. Oh, wait. Wait for me. Wait for me. Walk. Don't be suspicious. What is it, son? The fumes. Is that it? Gentlemen, will you excuse my son for this round? He's got a weak head. The young and their weak heads. That's no problem at all. You mind me filling my glass before you go? Ah, yes, because we have to... We couldn't have come with the cards already marked. Oh no, I need to go this way. Alright, now we mark the cards. Aces and queens. Aces and queens. Ace. Queen. Ace. Queen. Queen. Don't disturb me. Ace. Okay, all done. Welcome back, Eugene. Since you're standing, do you mind serving me more wine? Excellent. Back to the card game. Alright, first we'll palm a low card. Okay, ace. Ace. And that's it. Once I've dealt aces... Man, yeah, the hardest trick to that one is just the painting. I am flabbergasted. You are what? Flabbergasted. It's a word I just invented. Good pour. Don't be suspicious. A very non-suspicious request. Does nobody... No, I'm in a different room. Does nobody notice you're pulling out a paintbrush? No, I left to go to the cellar. Okay, low card. Okay. Okay, there's an ace. Okay. And there's another ace. Oh yeah, the easiest way to play this is just to mark the aces. Okay, okay. Wow, they deserve... And they let you just take the card... No, no, no! So, in the beginning when I was pouring the wine, my friend in pink, the Comte, slipped me an extra deck of cards. Then I walked out of the room and marked the cards. And then when I got back, I poured him more wine, and that allowed him to retrieve the deck of cards from my pocket. And we are now using the marked deck. So, yeah. So, obviously we let our opponents... examine all the cards, so that they know that there is no markings, and that's why we have to go through the act of, oh, yes, I'm sensitive to fumes, please excuse me for a hand, and all that stuff. Full on giving Weedle Exodia. and to be honest, that is the most interesting part of this game. Like I said, the plot is going over my head. It's just not there, but learning the different ways to cheat of cards and how they incorporate those into game mechanics is very interesting. And when you're playing it, it feels like there's stakes on the line. My character has definitely been killed more than once. I must say, I was not expecting this outcome. Ah, the fates are not on your side today. Okay. Alright, so first we palm a low card. Missed it. Yeah, which looks very suspicious. Okay, now we look at the marked cards. Okay, and there's an ace. Okay, job done. I know that I dealt an ace to an opponent, and that's all the game requires of me. So now we signal that we dealt an ace. And we win the round. I don't see any paint on your Yu-Gi-Oh decks. Yes, well, we better not be playing in candlelight then. Well, that was a disaster. I'm but a toy in the hands of these capricious foes. I must leave now and meditate. Great game, my friend. You did well. Let's plan our next move. Okay. Because, yeah, if we go back in the journal, it'll tell you where I screwed up, right here. We escaped prison and death just by a thread. Colonel Gabriel found us in Isle des Bains. He was about to pin Mrs. B's murder on us when I turned the tables and framed him myself. So we actually lose because my opponent gets so suspicious of us, he stands up and just accuses us of cheating. And then I ended up flicking a high card onto the colonel's chair. And then we were able to be like, well, what about the colonel? He's got high cards just sitting in his chair. He must be cheating. And that got us off the hook. I forgot how much I hate the win puzzle in 2. See, and I haven't played Battle Network 2. But for me, the big thing is I don't like the ice puzzle in 1. Or the electric puzzle. Actually, the electric puzzle is way worse. Okay. So the barn is a bonus round. But we have enough money. Let's go back to the camp and bank it. Okay, 1 was just rough. But you healed after every battle in 1. Don't get that privilege in any of the other games, from what I understand. Okay, give money. The comp said he would donate 140. You're free to give what you want. So my donation... I can match him, or I can do him 1 better. And I still have no idea what consequence this has. But I'm going to do him 1 better. Thank you. I know of an orphanage in need. I'll take care of the rest. So this is the gameplay loop of the game. We go, we swindle some people, and then we come back and donate our money. Are you ready to leave? Yes. I prefer not healing, but having a navigatable net. Yes. Alright, so let's go back to hospice. Again, we're tracking down this story of the 12 milk bottles. Apparently it's a scandal with royalty, but the story is not being told in a manner that is sticking for me. Alright, so Aramis was present when Sophie de Aubigny disappeared. I never suspected a man so stiff of limb could be so sneaky. Don't even get me started on his niece, Deborah. Would you believe we let Sophie's very own sister slip under our noses? Yes, let's recap. Who's Deborah? Of course, Deborah isn't really related to the old musketeer, and I doubt she empties the old fool's bedpan out of the goodness of her heart. So what is she doing? Sophie must be the linking factor here. Anything else? Clement Bell revealed that Sophie was the secret wife of Louis XV. She was much more than a passing mistress. We need to learn what happened to her. Anything else? No questions. It's a long way back to Bergerac. Let me teach you a new strategy whilst we travel. Deborah must suspect we're cheats, so you'll need to be extra subtle if we're to pull this off. You saw her play. What did you notice? She's precise. Yes, but did you notice she only cared about the cut? It's crucial we conclude with a neat deck cut. After, of course, you've used the top drag to stack me some aces and performed a simple shuffle. All trifles, really, but when combined, they're extremely effective. We'll begin with the new technique, the baby shuffle. For the sake of time, let's pretend you've ran a top drag and stacked me some aces. Sure, I don't remember what that is, but whatever. As with all false shuffles, our objective is to keep our stacks safe. Begin by holding the deck face up so the stack rests next to your palm. Proceed to shuffle a card beneath it as normal. Stop when you get near the top of the deck. You don't want to go disturbing the stack now. That should be enough. Now, instead of placing the rest of the cards on the bottom of the deck, place them on top in a fluid motion. Perfect. Your stack is safe and nobody will suspect a thing. Would you like to have another go? What was that? Just down 3 times and shuffle till you're near the top of the deck. 1, 2, 3. And then press B. Okay, that's easy enough. Let's move on. Wrap things up with a technique you're already familiar with, the false cut. much as I do at the sound of my own voice, I'll skip re-explaining that one. Do you remember the order? Sure. How do I get the stack? Oh, I hate this one. Okay. Ace. Ace. King. Shoot. Alright, so I got ace, ace. I forgot that we are dealing these. So I want ace, blank, blank, ace. So I got ace, blank, blank. So the next one needs to be an ace. Then 2 blanks. Okay. Down, down, down. Finalize. Alright. You've managed that convincingly. Well done. Baby false shuffle. More practice, or are you satisfied? Yeah, I don't like that one. I love the ideas of we're all cheating, so the idea isn't winning the game. It's cheat the best and don't get caught. Yes, very much. I noticed that, because when I started, I was like, oh, maybe you'll play a hand of cards. But no, you don't. You cheat at cards. That's the whole game. Can you cheat at cards without getting caught? And I gotta say, that's probably more gripping as a gameplay hook than can you play cards well. Because you're only playing hands of 5 cards. Here we are, Hospice hiding in secret. Bergerac, France, late that day. All right. Welcome back, gentlemen. I was expecting you. I'm surprised. You don't have another decrepit uncle to look after? Oh, certainly. He'll be with us in a minute. Let's hope he doesn't crumble on the way. Let's play while we wait for him. We know who you are, Miss D'Aubigny. We want to know everything about Sophie. Let's play first. Okay, so I need to find ace, 2, 2, ace, 2, 2. Okay, finalize. Now it's down, 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 finalize. Now it's false. Alright, very easy. Why are you still here? For the same reason I came the first time. You know something about the 12 bottles of milk. You're Sophie's sister. We talked to Clement Bell. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here, but you must know what the old musketeer was about to reveal to us. We haven't finished playing. Ace. I feel like this is the most blatant. All right. So, will you tell us, or shall we force you? We haven't finished our game. Or are you afraid of losing? I'll take you for all you're worth, then. 2. Ace. Come on. Ace, 1, 2. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Alright, you're out of money. We win. That's enough. Tell us about Sophie. Where is she? When will you understand? Julia de Albany. We have killed 2 horses on the way, but we are finally here. Thank goodness. I don't think I could have delayed them much longer. Good day to you, my princess. Just barely won the first boss. Ah, good, good, good. My prince. Kissy, kissy. You are the Chevalier de Saint George? This man is the most skilled sword fighter in France. We need to run. Don't go. Face your destiny. Why did you visit the painter? Why are you inquiring after my daughter Sophie? You are Julie d'Albany, Sophie's mother? Where is Sophie? We need to talk to her. Sophie disappeared 20 years ago. That's why I sent Deborah here. To milk the old musketeer and get him to reveal what happened to Sophie. Which I was about to achieve until you showed up and pushed him to kill himself. The blunt idiocy of men, mon amour. We've learned that Sophie secretly married the king 20 years ago. I knew she was one of his favorites. This could be the reason for her death. Julie, we need to talk to Theodore of Corsica. We tried, but he's an uncivilized cockroach. He will only talk at the point of a sword. I can help you with that. Do any of you fight? Pick up the sword and show me. But there's much more sword fighting in this second chapter. Also, in my screen, my name is gray for some reason. Totally normal, I mean. See, in your name just changed color. Okay, my name is still... Yeah, that was weird. Oh, man. Alright, I get to show off my wicked sword fighting skills again. Hunga! There's no button prompts. Look at me, in the eyes. You stand the best chance of winning by matching an experienced player's sequence of attack. Are you ready? Oh, this is a sword fighting lesson? I thought we were just gonna bring him with us and have him win the sword fight. So what you're saying is chapter 2 is objectively better. Low, high, low. Teach the boy how to attack. Seeing as you put up a good fight, gaining the upper hand is all a matter of observation. Wait until you see a window of opportunity, then strike in a way your opponent isn't expecting. But in your excitement, don't forget to defend yourself for the rest of the round. Middle, high, low. Middle, high, middle, high, low. Middle, high. You can't always be on the defense, boy. When you see your opportunity to strike, take it. On guard. Low, middle, high. Middle, low. Middle, high. Middle, high. Excellent. It's settled then. We will join forces for now. George will accompany you in Corsica. Before we leave, I'd like to check the boy's victory wasn't a one-off. Besides, this game is as much of one of stamina as of skill. So be it. Let us depart. The duel. Ooh, a purple one. Okay, okay. So if we go... Be careful, mon cher. Always. Really? We attracted a group of nuns for the fight? Huh. Weird. Must be a glitch in Twitch or something. I thought there was a command you could run. What is it, like if you add an HTML tag for color? Is that what you're doing, Pixel Knight? Are you cheating me? Alright, what were we doing? Oh yes. I wanted to check strategies. Ah, so no, I was gonna say the purple cards must not be card strategies, but they are. Maybe the purple ones are less blatant. No? I have no idea why some of them are purple. Alright, bandit's done. Let's try it again. I have no idea what you're referring to. I do recall learning that years ago. And I think I pulled it off like one time. But if you're pulling it off, then I think it's good. Zero says, even through their vows, nuns know a good sword fight is a sight to behold. Well, there's no vow against witnessing violence, just committing it. Alright, let's face it, lad. Last time we visited His Majesty, we were woefully unprepared. But you know how to fight now. Yes, we had a 30-second lesson. There's still a few more hours left before we reach our destination. I wonder how we'll pass the time. Let me guess. I'm not sure we'll have the occasion to play cards this time. But if we do, I fully intend to bring Theodore down with panache. For that purpose, we will use a strategy designed to give me an extremely strong hand. The following technique calls for an expert blend of subtlety and precision. We'll start with a new technique, bottom drag, not to be confused with top drag, or a certain Molly house in Covent Garden, but that's a whole nother story. You'll see. Whilst top drag allows you to stack cards from the top of the deck, bottom drag allows you to do so at the bottom. So, ready to give it a try? Listen closely. To start, scan through the deck until you find a high card. When you do, jog it. Okay. Excellent. Now I'll find 3 more high cards and jog those 2. Careful though, you won't be able to scan any of the cards before the in-jogged ones. It takes far too long. So grab the earliest high cards you find. Good work. Now take the deck in both hands and hold it face down above the table. You're going to shuffle it by sliding packs off the top and dropping them on top of each other. Or so it will appear. In reality, the first card you drop won't be a section from the top, but the high cards you scanned for earlier. Because they're in-jogged, they'll be easily to find and separate with your fingers. The rest of the pack will follow. Ah, I see. Very clever. Look at that, 4 high cards now at the bottom of the deck. Now, to ensure they all end up in my fair hands, for that I'll teach you a new false shuffle, the pincer shuffle. To an opponent, it will look like a normal shuffle. In actuality, you'll be drawing cards from the top and bottom of the deck at the same time. Let's give it a try. Okay, this is the part that always screws me up. First things first, go ahead and shuffle the cards. I know, you just spent all that time making your stack. Do it. See, your cards are safe because they're at the bottom. Now with your hands like a pincer, drop 1 card from the top and 1 card at the bottom at the same time. X plus up. Excellent. A high card for me and a random one for our opponent above it. You'll need a card before we get... I wonder. You've come a long way, lad. See if you can figure out the rest of this technique alone. After all, I've shown you the key components. See if you can get those 4 high cards dealt to me. Easy. Alright, so we'll do 1 card. Then we'll do pincer. and a single, and a pincer, and a single, and a pincer, and then a single, and then down. Oh, crap. Lost them all. Nope, something went wrong. Would you like to try again, or have me talk you through it? Alright, let me try this again. Okay, so first we do this, then we do pincer, and then a high, and a pincer, and then a high, and then a pincer, and then a high, and then a pincer, and then a high. Okay, now I need to shuffle the rest. Oh, I need to do an in jog? Oh, okay, I forgot the in jog. Love a good loophole. Totally unrelated. Fun fact on the Twitch app, you can freely change your name color. Oh! You could just do it in the app? No fancy HTML needed, like you do on the website proper? Very good, very good. I must say, lad, I'm impressed. Well done indeed. I'm happy to move on, but you can keep practicing. Let's move on. Very well, onwards. It seems a guileless plan, wouldn't you agree? But it won't hurt to act even more innocent. So let's add a false cut. The opponent might want to cut too. So use a blank cut if they insist. Blank cut? That's when we task our opponent with making the cut. They'll feel confident there's no skullduggery at play. But the deck will remain unchanged. Theodore was an unknowing participant of this technique when we visited him last, lad. Do you recall? No. Think back, lad. We used the bent card to force him to cut to our benefit. But we won't bend cards this time. We'll rely on some misdirection instead. You are natural with the false cut, lad. Blank cut is much the same. Draw their attention one way and apply your machinations elsewhere. Why don't you give it a try? Wait. Oh! Not the most convincing, but at least you undid the cut. I'll leave the decision to you. Would you like to try it again? Yes. Oh, I remember this one now. Okay. So... A, X, Y... Yes. I want to know what happens if I start with B. Of course, it doesn't give me B. X, A, Y. Alright, I got it. Nope, we got it. Okay, so first, we find high cards. An in-jog. In-jog just means that we are slightly offsetting them so that when it comes to this part, we can then grab the in-jog cards and set them on the bottom. Now, we do down and pincer, pincer, up, pincer, up, pincer, up. In-jog, down, 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 down. Ah, very well. Aha, very sneaky. Okay. We got enough practice. Yes. What's that I smell in the air? Mangus plants? Wild garlic? Ah, it's the smell of delusion and self-importance. Ah, we must be close. The Cove of King Theodore between Lady Claville and Galeria Corsica. Later that day. Oh, did he kill his son? Where is the King of Corsica? Good subject, I am here, please tell. What is your business with the king? These gentlemen requested your assistance in a matter of great importance to me. We pray you reconsider telling us your story. And I made my conditions clear. On guard, marauds! Well, are you not going to fight him? I'm here to make sure this weasel doesn't try and trick you. But by gallant rules, the duel is yours to fight, not mine. Well? What? My sword is purely ornamental. You're the one who knows how to use it. Alright, more sword fighting. I don't want to have to kill you. Middle. Two. Oh, did I die? I'm sorry, young man, you're dying. No! You, do something! It's not for me to change your apprentice's fate. That duel was fair. Alas, he is already dead. Okay, well, I messed that up. So we can choose the stool or the throne. We chose both last time because I died twice. We'll go with the stool. Are you sitting comfortably? Why, yes, thank you. When we are in the afterlife, we can speak. I'm glad you feel at home. Do you want to get back to your life? Do you want to avoid the end? I can send you back. Are you ready to pay for your life? Cheat death. No, I won't pay for it, but I will gamble for it. Oh. I lost it. I shuffled too fast. Well, I don't know what happens if you screw up cheating death. Is it gonna erase my save? Seems I won this game and you've lost your soul. But as you know, the Lady of Bones loves a wager. Oh, the lady! It was pointed out last time by Pixel Knight that our hair and Death's hair are the same. And Death seems to be wearing an orange jacket. Win the next round and I'll return you to Earth unmolested. Play. Excellent. Let's begin. All right. Okay. Down. Alright, I got it. I got it. Ha! I lost. I'm hesitant to let you leave. It's not often I have such fun, but you will be back here soon enough. Until then, farewell, young soul. You want another Fire Emblem parallel there, Kensei Zero? In this game, the hardest difficulty is permadeath. If you die, then you just lose. So, Eugene, wake up! You had a fit, again. We had quite a fright. Ah, yes, I forgot. In the very beginning of the game, it is established that our character has unrelated fits. So I'm guessing if you set it on the hardest difficulty, your character does not have that trait. Alright, back again. Let's try the sword fight. Ooh, neat. Terrible, but neat. I don't want to kill you. Low, high, middle. Low, high, middle. Ah, what gaiety, what sport? Low, high, middle, high, high, low, high. My, no voice and all spirit. High, 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 low. High, 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 low, low. You've improved, young man. It is time, Theodore. We've sated your thirst for barbaric displays of violence. Jared, hey, look who it is. I always love to see you playing. This game is super interesting. This is a game that is just about cheating at card games. So it's been pretty interesting to go through. It's time to tell us about the 12 bottles of milk. And be careful. We have heard much already. We will know if you lie. Peace, my friend, peace. I will tell you everything. At the turn of the century, I was a young musketeer under the orders of Henry de Amitz. By jolly good show, young man. Yes, and the whole game takes place in France, so everyone gets a slight, poor accent. One day, the young Louis XV summoned us for a secret visit. A visit to the 12 bottles of milk. And here is what I saw and heard. Ooh, cutscene? William McGregor. This way. Make way for the king! Sophie, you're so pale, so cold. Sophie, Sophie, wake up. She's not breathing. What? Why are you, the baby, a boy, alive and well? No, your majesty, you must not lay eyes on him. Why isn't he crying? Why can't I hear my son? He doesn't have a tongue. You cannot get attached. I will handle this situation. You, fetch the carriage. I have to leave. This makes sense, but that also means... Oh, I really hope I'm not implied to be that baby. What? Think. Your age. Your tongue. You're the key. You mean he would be? What? What are you talking about? That baby. The king's legitimate child. You seem quite certain, Comte. Oh, I have my reasons. I have to leave right away. Julie needs to know about Sophie. She will be devastated, but now we know what happened to her daughter. She died in labor. We will be on our way to Paris. We shall meet you there. Farewell, monsieur. I will be damned. Don't forget your Corsican brother if you end up sitting your dusty horse on the throne. Listen, friends, since we're all high nobility, why not close this revealing meeting with a royal game? Why not? We'll have time to work on our plans later. What do you say? Of course. Aha, the classic main character doesn't speak. Yes, but at least they've provided a narrative reason why I don't speak, and why I can come back to life if I die. Let's bet 30. Ah, crap. I don't know if I remember how the technique goes. Alright, so we find high cards. Awesome. Put the high cards on the bottom. Okay, now we do a drop, and then pincer. Oh, pincer. Top. 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 Reset. Okay. Drop. Pincer. Wait. Pincer. No, that's not gonna work. Reset. Alright, what is it? If I do a pincer now, yeah, that works. But I need to put another card in there. But if I put another card in there, that screws it all up. Alright, what am I missing? Alright, down. We do a pincer. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, I figured it out. Oh, I'd forgotten the technique for a second there. Excellent. All right, we've successfully stacked the deck. How can you die and come back to life? Missed that part. Which? Okay. Alright, well, I very much screwed up that one. Propriety should compel you to let the king win. Your Majesty, you can't expect us to do that. That would be cheating. Such disrespect must be answered with another round. Okay, remember the technique, Seth. Alright, first we find some high cards. There's one. There's one. There's one. Okay. Now put the high cards on the bottom. Alright, and we're all sitting in the same spot, so it's down, pincer shuffle, up, pincer shuffle, up, pincer shuffle. Oh, what did I do? Pincer shuffle. Nope, I've screwed it up. Down, pincer shuffle, up, pincer, up, pincer, up, pincer, in jog, down, 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 down. Okay. Now we do another false cut. And he suspects us of cheating because I took too long. So don't screw this part up. Okay. What is that? Koshkan, I will cut you for this outrage against your king. Pardon? Ha! I can tell you believe me for a moment. Okay, this should be the last one, but I've got to pull it off, like, flawlessly. Okay. Queen, Jack, Queen, Jack. Okay. We do this. We're all sitting in the same spot, so same sequence. Down, up, 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 In jog. Down, down, down. Oh, I took too long. Sir, I can explain. Out of my sight. Out! Now, let's be off. I screwed it up. Luckily, we got off so easy. The Betrayal, Chapter 3. Be kind, aim for my heart. Alexander Dumas in The Three Musketeers. Later that day. Son, you must have a lot of questions. I will tell you everything this time. No more masks. I used to carry real influence before I fell from the king's good graces. I was a peacock parading the Garden of Versailles. You might remember me telling you one day that I heard a rumor. Just a few intriguing words repeated in a whisper. It brought me to bow to Miss Porterhouse. You see, your old mistress was hiding something. She ran an inn near Paris 20 years ago. An inn called the 12 Bottles of Milk. I followed my instincts. Something happened there. Something the king was trying to hide. Now we know that the king's mistress, Sophia de Aubigny, was in fact his secret wife, and that she gave birth to a baby, a mute one, but nonetheless a strong contender for the throne of France. I believe that Miss Porterhouse was tasked with raising you out of the way. Miss Porterhouse died before I could ask her anything about the events relayed by Theodore and Arliss. I had the intuition that you were involved in some way. Seems I got myself a prince as well as an apprentice. Yes, I believe that you are the secret. You are the heir to the throne of France, as well as a sore pain in the king's regal bottom. The king wants you dead, that's obvious. That's why his hound MacGregor is hunting us like this. He was sent by his master to nip at our heels. Anything else? MacGregor is the king's master spy, trying desperately to keep the whole affair from blowing up. Anything else, Julie de Aubigny? I wonder what Julie de Aubigny will say. You're her grandson. Eugene, we have a unique hand to play now. It's going to be a difficult one, but I don't see any other way. We need to go to Paris and confront the king. If we don't, MacGregor will find us eventually. The king cannot ignore your claim. Are you in? Sure. I'm glad to have you on board for this, son. We will perform miracles. To make our way to Versailles, we need a way in, an introduction. We will also need to work on your manners, my dear Eugene. All that while evading MacGregor's brutes. And I happen to know some people. I will wait for you in the carriage. I hear our dear Comte. He seems quite excited by your prospects in Versailles. Be wary of MacGregor. He's dangerous and powerful. In the meantime, do you have something to give to the camp fund? The Comte will give 50 to our cause. Can you spare some yourself? Oh yeah. We'll match him. That's very generous of you. Thank you. There'll be some full bellies tonight, I promise you that. Our little fund is helping more and more people. The distress of our people is enraging. We have to help ourselves, or no one will. You've given 1,600 to our cause. You're doing a lot for our people. Thank you. All right. So we can go play at the Bandit's Den, or the gambling house, the theater, or Schloss Favorite. How long have we been going? 2.5? Well, let's go for a bit more. Let's do... let's go back to the Bandit's Den. It's probably dangerous. I'm not sure it's a good idea to come back to Corsica, but why not? Maybe Theodore has a bit more hidden in his pants. Oh, this is a retry. Why are you here? Don't you have your own royal affairs to tend to? We thought we might play a game of cards. You came all this way to play cards? You two are obsessed with the game. Alright, I think I have the technique. Let's start by betting 30. Ace, king, queen, king. Okay, down, pincer, oh. Pincer, up, pincer, up, pincer, up, pincer, in jaw. Down, down. Okay, that went much better. Okay, yes, that was much better. Alright, now we'll up to 40. We will stack the deck. Then we will fake shuffle the cards. Alright, we got the fake shuffling down. Okay. So I talked about it a little bit earlier, but this game... I will gut you for this outrage. Pardon? Ha! I can tell you believe me. It makes... I think the game is super fun, but it is a little bit tricky to stream because it requires so much attention that if I, go and read chat or, if I keep dividing my attention between the stream and the game, I end up losing. But I still think it's an intriguing enough game to stream for sure. Alright, should we take him for all he's worth? Okay. And a king. And an ace. Okay. Put all those on the bottom. Because yeah, I have to remember the right button sequence and there we go. All right, we got it. I just need to wrap up here. All right, just in time. Bang! What is it? Are you well? That's the sound of your luck falling down a well. Now, if you'll excuse us, I have a lot to discuss with my friend here. Aha! Alright, we've completed that. Let's go north. To a gambling house. We're heading to Bern. A new gambling house just opened there. I happen to know the owner, John Law de l'Ureston. We'll be up against gambling royalty. These are dangerous waters, so we will be keeping things safe and simple. We shall repeat the tobacco box trick we used on Revenue's ship to Corsica. First, you'll need to steal a look at our opponent's cards using the Shiner Glimpse, before signaling the highest card with our pinch and drop. Nothing you haven't done before. I'd be happy for us to skip the rehearsal and rest. Yeah. I can see the spire of Bern's Cathedral. We are getting close. So this technique is interesting. And like you said, it's very simple. First, peek at the cards as I'm dealing them through a shiny object, and then signal the highest card I dealt to my opponent. The Comte Saint-Germain. You, here in my casino. I couldn't miss the opportunity of visiting your new endeavor. We have a few players today that would love to play against you. Wow, look at that chandelier. Is that not a fire hazard? Like Mr. Lustig here, behind me. My pleasure. Please have a seat. I am your humble servant, Mr. Lustig. I look forward to this game. Beware, young man. I don't know what game your master is playing, but I will watch you. Okay. We're in. Okay, so we deal this way. Then we deal this way. Then we deal to ourselves. Now there's a 2, not an ace. Yeah, right there. Come on, game, recognize. King of Hearts. Alright, so the highest card we've dealt is a king. Oh, and I completely missed that one, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a face card. Okay, queen is not higher than a king. So now... Oh, shoot. What was the suit of the king? Oh, King of Hearts. That's right. I forgot we needed to remember the suit as well. No. Something wrong, Mr. Lustig? Chance is a fickle muse. Shall we use a new deck, maybe? Of course. We can do this trick with any deck. As we deal. Not seeing anything yet. We can only signal face cards, so anything that's not a face card we don't need to remember. Jack of clubs. Jack of clubs. Jack of clubs. Alright. Clubs and Jack. Wait, what? A loss? I'm quite taken aback. Ah, we cheated, but he cheated better. Oh boy is shocked too. Go, take a walk, lad, but pour me a glass before you leave, won't you? We're gonna swap in our own deck. Good pull. That's the last of the wine. Get us a new bottle while you're away. These aren't our cards. Go examine the deck. I'm certain it's been tampered with. You know, back when I was serving as a general in the military, we used to always say that a signal system was only as strong as the memory of the soldiers. After all, it only takes one bad apple to spoil the barrel. I'm not sure I understand why you're telling us this, or why you must shout whilst doing so. My apologies, I often rely on metaphor to paint a clear picture. Where is the wine? Wait, what does it want me to do? Are they all marked the same way? Yes, they're all marked the same way. Alright, so what do you want me to do, game? I don't understand. Oh, look at low value cards? Oh, I'm supposed to paint the low value cards to look like the high value cards. The improvised painter. I understand. Monsieur Law, they're cheating. I will not have cheats in my establishment. Guards, arrest the whole table. What? Not me? Of course you two. You didn't think I didn't see your little circus. Arrested. A prison 1 hour later. Well, that was a fiasco. I need better from you. Your mistakes will cost us our lives. You need to train more. Sorry, I did not understand the costly trick. I paid your bail. Thank you. I will deduct that sum from the money you owe me. I did not understand the clue. Silly me. Alright, I'm ready to do that again. A cheat in a gambling house. Who would have thought? We must smart and act if we wish to book the law for all he's worth. Wipe that smirk off Lustig's treacherous face. Our strategy is simple. Alright, we got it. I thought I made myself clear. We've been cleared of any wrongdoing. Now let us pass. We're ready, son. It's pretty clear that Mr. Lustig here is a cheat. Mr. Lustig, I hope you didn't forget us. But it seems we all escaped the unfair claws of the Gao. All is fine, Mr. Lustig. Enjoy your game. I don't know why I have to sit down twice. Alright, we'll bet 20. Okay. We're trying to find the highest card that we deal to our opponent so we can signal it. Jack of Spades. Alright, Jack of Spades. Alright, we've given the correct signal. We win the first round. No. Alright. Shall we use a new deck, maybe? Of course. Alright, so now we bet. But since we're now using a new deck, even if we signal correctly, we lose. Because we're playing against a cheater like ourselves. Most interesting. Screwed up that deal. Wasn't even worth it. King of Hearts. Alright, King of Hearts. King of Hearts. The only thing that beats that is an ace. Alright, King of Hearts. The king is this way. Excellent. A loss, I'm quite taken aback. The poor boy is shocked. Go take a walk, lad, but pour me a glass. Alright, we slip the deck. These aren't our cards. Examine the deck. I'm certain it's been tampered with. Okay, so now here we look at the cards. And we see they have been marked. So now we want to mark some of the low cards with the same marking. Oof. I thought it wanted me to stack the deck some way. Alright, now we leave. Ah, you're back with the wine. Pour me a glass. Pour. Excellent. Now that we have re-rigged the deck, we can bet again. Ace of spades. Okay. Ace of spades, ace of spades. Ace of clubs. Ace is up. Thank you, Mr. Listic. It's a very informative game. I can still play. No, I don't think you can, Mr. Listig. You should leave now. John, I'm disappointed. You've put us against that cheat. The cards were marked. A match made in heaven. Now, out with you. This is a respectable house. All right. Minimum bet is 40, huh? Oh, we're getting pricey. Let's go to the theater. Later that day. Monsieur de Beaumarchand is an old friend of mine. He said we could use his theater to play. He also invited our opponents for night. I wonder who they might be. Is it the bonus round? Yeah, it's the bonus round. Is this a joke? Madam, you here? How could that be? I hope the other players are not... you? Are there no other card players in this country? Blam you, Reverend. You smell like smallpox on an English army. Unshakable. The last player is arriving. Oh, but of course. Good day to you, mesdames, messieurs. I feel like I know you? What is the cause of your myopia, General? Weak eyes or weak brain? But I know you! How quaint. Well, I suppose we must play to dispel this awkward air. Okay, yeah. These guys have infinite money. So the whole goal here is just to take them for all they're worth. I forgot this one. Oh, yes. King of Spades, King of Spades, King of Spades. King of Spades. King of Spades. Forgot how I signal. King of Spades. King of Spades. Correct suit and king is this way. Okay. I had such a poor hand. No wonder I've lost this round. Mine was no better. I hope your good fortune will come back soon. Your words of comfort are chief, Count. We should bet 100 again, shouldn't we? The bent card. Stolen card or the constant gathering. Well, yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so I need this one gathered this way. And then I need this one gathered. Oh, shoot. This way. And I can get this way. And gather this way. Alright. What's the next trick? Oh, yes. All right. We win. I've won this round. So you did, Count. You certain I didn't win. I had the ace. Only you had the wits as well. Looks fun and creative. Have a good night. Yeah, you have a good night too, Jared. Nice work, lad. Just quit whilst we're ahead. Ah, is that the time? Do excuse us. We have quite the journey to make. Until next time. All right, let's go donate. Give money. Comp said he would donate 180. You're free to give what you want. Okay, that's good. What is this? Oh, is this to practice flicking cards in the hat? Yep, they do make it tricky. Alright, we're done here. Oh, can we practice sword fighting? Young Eugene, you look fancier every time I see you. Soon you will wear a crown. Would you like to practice? No. Nope, let's go to the next part. Are you ready to leave? Yes. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Yes, let's head up to Schloss Favorite in Germany. McGregor will have a hard time tracking us in Germany, especially at the Schloss Favorite. It's the perfect place for you to learn how to blend in with high society, that's what. Frederick von Württemberg is our host. He's incredibly jealous of his cousin, Louis XV. Some say he's keeping a court more refined than Versailles. Of course, you cannot enter society as, well, yourself. Meaning you need a disguise. I will introduce you as Madame la Saint-Ferlaine, a widow taking a vow of silence after the tragic loss of her husband. What is it? I hope you're not one of those small fools who feel threatened by the idea of wearing a gown. It's the age of enlightenment, my friend. However, your disguise isn't just for fun. You see, dressing as a woman means we can use some novel techniques in our strategy. You are going to be using 2 different methods to tell me as much as possible about my opponent's hand. Both are signals of a sort. Step 1 will require more active meddling. Step 2 is a little more passive. When combined, I'll be given a significant edge on my opponent. First off, I'll slip a deck into your pocket and find a way to excuse you from the table. Once you're alone, you're going to be getting creative with the paintbrush again. Although this time you'll be working strictly on my terms. It's crucial that I am able to identify my opponent's strong cards during the game. I've created a simple system. Listen closely. Ace is the strongest, so it gets the top spot. Mark the rest of the cards in descending value as you move clockwise around the box. Why don't you have a go marking 3 high cards in this hand for me? What impudence! Very well, you'll have to prove your mettle during rehearsal. Once you're done with your painting, it's time to move on to the second and most important part of our plan, the indiscreet part. We need a way for you to casually steal a glance. A mirror? Ah, yes, of course. That's obviously what I was about to suggest. Observe and signal to me our opponent's strongest suit whilst pretending to preen yourself. Get a good look at our opponent's cards in the mirror. Make sure to memorize the number of cards of their strongest suit. Wait. So this would be 2. I call this the mirror glimpse. Follow this up by signaling to me my opponent's strongest suit with your fan. Let me go over how fan signaling works. The degree to which you open your fan will tell me the opponent's strongest suit. Clubs open the fan a little, for hearts half, spades should be nearly full, and diamonds open the fan completely. The number of times you find yourself will signal how many of the cards of the strongest suit are in our opponent's hand. Ah, I make for an incredibly ugly woman. Now go have a go spying on my opponent's cards before. Signaling to their strongest suit. Alright, where are the cards? Ah. There they are. So, 3 diamonds. One, 2, 3. Excellent work. The brush and fan. Okay. I think you're ready, but if you want to practice more, I won't stop you. Let's move along. Wake up, lad. Come look out the window. We're here. Schloss Favorite, Ludwigsburg, Germany. Is that woman wearing an eye patch? Fix and I'm stuck on the survival thing, but honestly, the battle system is fun enough, so it ain't very annoying. One of the best battle systems ever. So good. Frederick. Comte de Saint-Germain. Voici. Yes, my friend. Such a long time since Versailles. You know, the only thing I miss from that time is our card games. Such passion in your style, dear Count. We should play in memory of Versailles. First, let me introduce you to my protege, dear Gracella. Please come. Madame de Saint-Ferlet, please allow me to present to you the Duke Frederick Don of Württemberg. Such a hairy hand. Your servant, madame. Marcella made a vow to stay silent for 10 years. Her husband was in the army. A gruesome story. I dare not tell you. Please, dear Goff, don't upset our guest. Let's enjoy the evening instead. Madame, are you joining us at the table? Alas, Grisella will just observe. The poor lamb never gets the rules right. We're missing a player then. Let me see. Julie, are you joining us? With supreme pleasure. Comte de Saint-Germain, we meet again. Julie d'Aubning? I didn't expect to meet you here. I thought we would meet in Paris. You're not difficult to track. St. George told me about your little excursion in Corsica. I am sorry about Sophie. Let's play Comte. The grief might give me an edge in this game. My dear, do you mind getting another bottle for me? Oh, I walk so much slower in a dress. Was I supposed to be doing something during? Okay. It's like I can't remember what I was supposed to be doing during the pour. Before Madame d'Aubigny's grief steals the table, would you be so kind as to fetch us more wine, Gracella? Crap, what am I supposed to do when I get in here again? Mark, and I didn't... Oh, yes. I'm supposed to mark the cards. Okay, so King goes here. Jack. Here. Queen. Here. Another queen. Same position. King. And ace. Excellent. We've marked some cards. Then we go back out. You're such a pearl, Gracella. Please, my glass is empty. This guy must drink like a whale. Good pour. Alright, now we bet. Crap. There are no... Is that the right opponent? Three diamonds. Oh, okay. There were no face cards in his hand. I was so confused. I'm like, am I looking at the right hand? Alright, I'll do better this time. It is 3 aces. 3 hearts. Thank goodness. You're a skilled player, Comte. I should know. Okay. 3 clubs. Alright, are we done? What a reckless creature you are, Comte. I give up. Okay, good. Comte, I don't know if you play like a gentleman or like a scoundrel. I would like to know. If my methods are skewed, rest assured, madam, that my motives are pure. You know, it's a relief to finally understand Sophie's death. But it's a puzzlement to hear about an unexpected grandson. Come here, you. I want to see your face. Is this gonna get me in trouble? A widow. Only a man would be fooled by such a disguise. Come to Paris. I can teach you a few tricks of my own. Truthfully, I do not know if you are my grandson, but you have Sophie's eyes. Okay, the plot is more interesting now. Okay. Oh, the gambling house is open again. Where we play against other cheetahs. Chateau du Mien. We can play 1 or 2 more. We're heading toward the Chateau du Mien in Gimoulier. I expect we'll find a way to get to Versailles from there. I must warn you, Gimoulier is a surprising place. What is happening outside? We're not on the road anymore. The horses are bolting. Quick, jump! Finally! You made a fool of me. Now you will pay your debt with your... Don't you think about running? Hands up. I'll deal with you first. Any final words? Ooh, slap him. Do you wish to duel? Give me one good reason to do that. No, I don't think so. You know what? I'm bored. Oh, what? Don't pick the wrong dialogue option. That's enough to get you killed. Alright, we're sitting in the throne this time. Alright, Monsieur Death, what can you tell me now? Are you sitting comfortably? Yes, thank you. I do notice that my name gets blurred out now that I can speak. Of course, no, my name is always blurred out. I never get a text box unless I'm down here. I'm glad you feel at home. Do you want to get back to your life? Do you want to avoid the end? I can send you back. Are you ready to pay for your life? No, I won't pay for it, but I will gamble for it. Shoot. What? Oh, I got caught. So it just acts like I lost. Wait. There won't be anything. Oh, give up. You will lose your save game. Ooh, it does keep the element of permanence. Super interesting. It's life you want at all costs. I didn't read that part out loud, but... Interesting. So it's lose all of your money or start over. Wait. So by losing all of your money, you have to go ask for more. Gambling house minimum bet 270. Your purse seems rather light. Let me help you start again. We help each other. That's the whole purpose of this camp. Now, what can I do for you? Ah, okay. Interesting way to punish the player for poor... Although, I don't know if I was punished for poor play. I just picked the wrong dialogue options. Are you ready to leave? Yes. Alright, so the minimum bet is 40, and I have to win the first hand, and I can't go back there. Excuse me. Alright, let's try it. We're now heading toward the Chateau de Maron in Gimple. Alright, so we find our way to the same place where the Comte runs away. Hands up. I'll deal with you first. Any final words? Slap him. You wish to duel? Give me one good reason I should. You want a chance to live? You just gave me a brilliant idea. Take a coin. Heads, we duel. Tails, I shoot you. Throw. Well done. Heads, well, it seems it's your lucky day. Take this gun. Now throw that coin again and see who's going to shoot first. Heads, I shoot first. Tails, you do. Oh, shoot. Screwed it up. Tails, how is that possible? Oh, he shot himself in the foot. Oh, snap. I'm dying. You two, stop drooling in the background. Arrest this man. He tried to kill me. Oh, really? We're gonna get blamed for this too? Shh. Not too loud. Our hero is... Oh, I did get arrested. Despairing. In the gaol of Toulouse. Making you toss a coin? I think we found a relative of Two-Face. Yes. Surprised, he hears a whisper, a familiar voice. Oh. His good friend Ireno is hiding in the corner of the cell. Ireno! Poor lamb, the Comte has left you in a dire situation. Colonel Gabriel is drunk as well as a fool. He lacks the wit to have trapped you by chance. MacGregor is behind this. In fact, he's entering the prison courtyard as we speak. I suggest we don't dwell here for too long. Really? By the way, I've been rewatching my favorite episodes of Batman the Animated Series, so like the whole show. Yeah, you just skip one or two. Like maybe the one where he's rescuing the children from the sewer. And yeah, maybe there was one or two others where I was like, all right, I could skip this, but you know, you don't skip that many episodes. You watch it. It's that good. Okay. Reno, did you find? I've got him comfort. I skipped Tiger, and that's pretty much it. Which one is that? Eugene, I thought I'd lost you for a while. Wait, is he angry with me? So very, very angry, my dear Comte. You left him to hang. But it will pass. I see Reno bribed the right guard. I'm glad you're safe. The Comte was in quite the panic. It's become too dangerous for you to wander around with your gains in your pocket. Imagine if the Gallower had found your purse. You should consider leaving some of your coins here in the camp. We will protect it. I overestimated how much you have. You only have pennies. I only had enough for a single bet. Okay. So why do I still have the option to go here? Yeah, I mean, this is where I go to progress the story. The weird one where that scientist has like animal people he's making and kidnaps Catwoman. Don't remember that one. It's not memorable. When you say that a scientist is making animal people, it makes me think of the Batman Beyond episodes where they have the splicers. With luck, we'll make it to Val Saint Germain without interruption. Chateau de Marne is what happens when a bunch of educated, affluent youths attempt to build a utopia. Meaning the experiment quickly turns into this never-ending orgy. Pick your jaw up off the ground, lad. You need your wits about you if you're to win the support of our host. I don't expect too much trouble. Our opponents will either be drunk or hungover. They won't notice bent cards, so the crooked card technique will be a solid foundation for our strategy. We will also use this occasion to develop your dealing technique. But let's not go getting ahead of ourselves. Time for a quick jaunt through the crooked card technique. Yes. Now I understand this. I understand the bending. I did that many times. Got it right. Steal me a high card and place it on top of the deck. Once you perform those steps, it's time to deal them out. Take a look at who you're dealing to first. You don't want to give the hideout card to an opponent, do we? Instead, deal them the second card off the top. If you're quick, nobody will notice. Deal my card. Okay. Not to be consumed with the other two episodes involve the scientist turning someone into a human-animal hybrid. That's true, yeah, there's Man-Bat and... yeah, there's a lot. But it makes sense in that world. Okay. It's much better to use the D-pad. Oh, I didn't even see it. Ugh. Okay. I have a hard time seeing the ones that are bent the other direction. Oh, goodness. Oh. Yes, I need more practice. I mean, in a world with a guy made out of clay, an evil AI that tries to replace people with robots, and a dude who burned half of his face, but still has hair, a giant man bat or werewolf isn't too weird. Yes, I know there was one time we were talking about Batman versus supernatural stuff, and you brought up Batman versus Dracula, and I looked it up on Amazon Prime, and like saved it in my wish list, but it's never been free. But I was looking at YouTube, and YouTube recommended that movie and said that it was free. So I think I'm gonna get to watch it now. So we might have that to discuss next week, or I'll post it in Discord or something. Alright, how long have we been? Yeah, alright, let's try to get through this one, and then we'll be good. Okay, so we take this one, and we bend it forward. Okay, then we take this one, and we bend it backward. Okay, then we take the ace and we keep it. Okay, then we deal. Okay, so I got everything except for the ace. It was on Tubi for a while, and a bunch of anytime DC movies were made free on YouTube when Superman came out. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So, I'll bend this one forward. Bend this one backward. And we will keep the jack. Okay. Oh, I thought I did it right that time. Animated, I meant. Though the ones I really wanted to be there under the red herd, unfortunately, ain't. Kind of a bummer, but there's still a lot of good ones that are free. YouTube started recommending them to me, so I did watch a couple of Green Lantern animated movies. And I think that was it so far. Okay. Take this one, bend it forward. We take this one, bend it backwards. Okay, keep the queen. Missed one. I dealt the good card to me. Okay. Man, this is... Ugh. Okay. Okay. So it's side, side. No. No. Alright, well, it looks like we're dropping a lot of frames. So it looks like... It looks like the internet and the game is telling me that I am not good enough for this. So... I think we'll just call it here then. But the plan is to play this game again next week. So hopefully you guys find it as interesting as I do. It is quite a challenging game to stream, but I definitely want to finish playing through the game on stream. And then maybe I'll play it again off stream. Maybe finish playing through the game on stream. And then maybe I'll play it again off stream. Maybe with